Class. Okay, friends, so we're gonna move on. We are gonna do, before we dive into today's lessons, we will do a quick little recap on our lesson. Will be continuing on proper capitalization, punctuation, spelling, but we gotta do a little quick recap. And remember, we learned about the different parts of speech, like the nouns and the verbs. We haven't hit adjectives yet, but I want you guys to think back to the activity we did last week. Can anybody remember and tell me what we worked on? Well, it wasn't really like an assignment. It was more what we did during the interaction. Yes, we did that game. So we will not be playing that similar game where we had the flashcards and you guys had to correct the correct punctuation. Today what we'll be working on is we're going to have an actual worksheet, and I'm going to allow you guys to work with your shoulder partners. And I want you guys to work on this together. Once you guys are done working on this, since you guys have been getting some practice, we will pull out our whiteboards and then we will be doing just a quick activity similar to the basic grammar game that we played the previous time, okay? So what I'm going to do to start off, before we start, I would like for you guys to tell me, how do you guys feel about punctuation? How do you guys feel about, are you guys comfortable already with the punctuation at the end of the sentence? Do you feel comfortable capitalizing? So, when we write, because, one of the reasons why we want to make sure that we have the correct punctuation and, the correct spelling is so that we can, when we write, as we become stronger writers and we start writing a little bit more complex, we want to make sure that our reader is able to read something and that it has a nice flow. For example, right now we'll see a little bit more based on the worksheet that we have. But let's talk about, for example, right now I want to know how you guys feel. So for example, I would like for you guys to give me a thumbs up if you're feeling good. Give me a thumbs down if you're not really feeling it, and give me like a if you're kind of there in the middle. That way I can know how you guys are feeling with this. I know when we're practicing something new, sometimes we get a little nervous. So all I'm going to ask is, ready? Like at the count of 3, we're going to take a deep breath, and then you're going to give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or you're going to give me like a You're like there in the middle. And it could be because you're not really feeling it, or it could be you're not really understanding it, and that'll kind of give me like a quick little look to see what we have to, if we have to redo something. Okay, friends? Okay, so ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I see some of you are feeling really comfortable with it. I see some of you not so good. You don't feel comfortable with it. And some of you just not really feeling it. And that's okay. That's what we're going to be continuing to practice so that we can all try to be in the same boat. And if our friend needs help next to us, guess what, friends? We're going to help them out so we can all be on board, okay? So we're going to start with this. So everybody should have got one. And like I said, I'm going to let you work with your shoulder partner, and then from there we'll move on to a different activity. So I'm going to start by kind of like modeling it, showing you guys. So for example, at the beginning, remember, don't forget your name. Where does the sentence end? Remember, friends, if we don't put a punctuation, our reader is going to run out of breath. It's going to talk like me. It's going to talk like Miss Silva. Sometimes she just keeps talking and talking and talking, and she forgets, to take a deep breath, to calm down, to pace, But we don't want that for our reader, because we're all strong writers, and I want you guys to be able to give your reader a comfortable read. So for example, here, if we just read this, can we all choral read? It is fall. We are back in school. So is that how we read? No, we want more of a flow, right? So I'm gonna start with this. So it, because we know that at the beginning of a sentence, what do we find? What is it? Yeah, it's a capital letter. So we're gonna start by capitalizing the I, and what we're gonna do is, remember our correction marks. We're gonna do 3 lines underneath it. Oh, my pen is not working. So we're gonna do 3 lines underneath it, and I want you guys to do that. So that you guys can get used to it, because pretty soon, as we become stronger writers, what we're going to do is we're going to start having peer workshops where we can go ahead and revise our work with our peers. So here, and that's going to be a capital I. So what those 3 lines tell me is that I'm gonna make that a capital. So what I want you to do now is that you're gonna sit with your partner and you guys are gonna go through this worksheet. It's something simple, nothing too complex, and you guys are gonna add your punctuation where it's needed. So remember, if you're talking a statement like I went to the store, which is it asking something? Is it telling you? What is it doing? It's a statement, right? So what am I gonna find at the end? Yes, I'm gonna find a period. But what if I said, oh, Marty, would you like to go to the store with me? So yes, so right there you're already asking something. So you would add a question mark at the end. Okay, so I'm gonna walk around and see how you guys are doing, and this is what we're gonna do. Okay, once we are done and working with your partners, you guys will write the 2 sentences correctly. So you will rewrite them. You'll rewrite them correctly. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and then I will be walking around the classroom and just kind of seeing how you guys are doing. I want to hear your conversations. I want to hear your writer conversations. Okay, so I'll be walking around. So go ahead, friends. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's work. Good job. Oh, good job, Marty. You're doing I really like the way that you are using your highlighter and you are highlighting your words, your main sight words. Good job on that. I didn't even think about telling you guys that, so that's really good. So keep going, guys. So the practice, okay? And then at the end, like I said, we'll use the whiteboards to practice the words, and that'll kind of give me a little bit more besides the way you guys are feeling, how you guys are doing. So you guys keep up the good work. You guys are doing an excellent job. Thank you very much.